Well, hello, folks. Mark here once again, back in my favorite spot in the whole world. I've been around the world, I've seen a lot. My favorite resort in the whole world is right here in Costa Rica. And I ended up here on a very last-minute impromptu invitation. As you know, I've traveled the world seeking opportunities and relationships and looking for business people of like minds that I can collaborate with to be able to put together opportunities that you can benefit from. And that's been a major theme in much of my work over the past years, trying to help people get ahead and achieve the kind of life that God has laid out for us, has made possible for us. So, out of the blue, one of my more important contacts let me know that he was going to be here with a few people looking at land in Costa Rica. And at the last minute, he says, "Hey, we're going to be at this beach town in Jaco Saturday night. Why don't you come and have dinner with us?" And so I took him up on the invitation. Some very interesting people that in the end are going to prove to be very important to some of the things that we're doing. So we had dinner, got to raise a glass or two of wine and spend some time together, develop some personal relationships with some other invitees that I didn't even know about. But it's going to prove very fruitful. This is the kind of thing that makes business work. It's based on relationships, and you don't get those kind of relationships just working off the internet. You've got to know the people that you're dealing with. What's their character? What's their level of integrity? What's their background? What are the trials that they've been through to help them learn the proper way of doing things? Success is built on failure. I hate to say it. So many people don't want to even try something new because they're afraid of failing. You should not be afraid of failing. Failing is a necessary requirement to get to the successful road you want to be on. And that's just a mental block that people have to get over. And so many people have been jaded from past experiences. I did this kind of a thing a few years ago and it didn't work out. And I lost money. You know what? We've all lost money doing different things. But you can't close your mind to opportunities. That's when you become a loser, because you've shut out the realm of possibility and you've stopped trying. The only way to lose is to quit in life. And so I've been around the world. You've probably seen other videos that I've done where I've spoken at conferences in Moscow. I've spoken at conferences in Dubai, Amsterdam. I've held my own conferences, in fact, years ago in Barcelona, Cabo San Lucas, Bahamas, Mexico City, Acapulco, Costa Rica, Panama. And I know a lot of folks watching this video will be thinking to themselves, "Oh, that guy must have a lot of money to be traveling around like that." And the fact is, really, I've never had a lot of money. What I have had is passive cash flow. And that's what enables me to do these things. You don't need a lot of money to live a good life, to take care of your basic needs, and then to enjoy the blessings that God has given you. So that's what we're teaching in the business club, the NATF Business Club, is how to generate passive cash flow. You're not going to get rich overnight, for sure. You could get rich over time, but it's not going to happen overnight. And that being the case, anybody can do this. You with me? Anybody can do this if they have the right mindset. And that's where people fall short. Again, they're jaded, they close their mind down. They don't have the initiative or the gumption to try something new, step out of the comfort zone, take a chance, take a risk, and in the end, hopefully, you'll get the reward. But that's what it takes. You've got to step out of your comfort zone. And so the NATF Business Club was created for people like that. The entry level is almost nothing. It's less than $200. And you can learn various methods of generating passive cash flow so that you can come to places like this without a lot of money. You don't need to be rich to enjoy life. All you need is a little bit of gumption, the willingness to learn, do something new, take risks, and get out there and do it. So all I can say is that if you have any desire or initiative to enjoy life in places like this or whatever suits your fancy, you know, there are so many things in this world that are available to you, but I know most people need to get out of the rut. They just need to get out of the rut. And I can show you how to do that, but you need to show up with initiative, with commitment to follow through on something. So many people will start something and never follow through. Those that do follow through can achieve great success. Those who quit are the losers, right? And I've seen that too often in my life. So, enough said. This meeting made the whole trip worthwhile. You know, it takes quite a fair amount of time and logistics to arrange a trip. I made this trip for one dinner, lasted about 2 hours, and it was more than worthwhile because the contacts that were made are going to more than help our crisis management plan, which is paying participants in the trust double digits on a monthly basis. Totally passive cash flow. Where else can you find that? Not very many places. And certainly not in the status quo institutionalized world. You've got to really start thinking out of the box. So that being the case, I will leave you with that. I hope that provides some incentive, some modicum of initiative to give you a pathway to really get out of that rut that you're in and start really enjoying life. And you know, it's one thing to have your own heart's desires, and it's another thing entirely to be in a position to help others. And that's really where it's at. People often say, oh, look at Mark, he's traveling here and there, he must have a lot of money. And no, I don't. Because whatever extra that I don't need, I give it away. You know my project in Venezuela, doing the same thing with very desperate people in Panama. And that's really where life is at, is in helping others, helping the needy, being in a position where you can take care of yourself, that's automatic, and then you're in a position to reach out and help those in need. So for whatever it's worth, I hope this maybe has given you some level of inspiration. But go to the NATF Business Club, get plugged in there and learn how to generate passive income. You can do it with no cash, basically. Once you're a member, I can show you how to do things that'll put you in a great position, even if you have no money to invest. But it takes gumption, initiative, commitment, and follow through. And honestly, there are very few people in the world that have all that. But if that's you, I invite you to join us. So for now, take care. God bless. And hang on for a couple of minutes if you want to see some of the beauty of God's creation in this area. It's fantastic.